Dear students, welcome to another lecture in quality control. In the previous lecture, we started seeing about the quality circle, and we have seen some of the definitions of the quality circle. Now let us see the characteristics of quality circle. Quality circles are small groups of employees. The group, it may be small. It may be some 4 members, and at the maximum 12 members, 12 workers, and led by the supervisor called facilitator. There will be a facilitator and participants, like that, members. Okay, the members of quality circle should be workers doing similar type of work. That means those people who are interested in the same area of work. And what are they coming together for improvement in that work, to improve the quality of that work, and they come forward and form a quality circle. See, the members, but the membership of this quality circle is of voluntary nature. That means there won't be any compulsion. You see, there will no manager or the management will not compel you, say you have to be a member of the quality circle. Nobody says. It is a voluntary. If they want, they can join. If they don't want, they need not join. Okay, the members, they meet regularly, maybe like once a week, or according to whatever schedule they agreed to. Okay, the quality circle members are specially trained in techniques of analysis and problem solving methods. It is not that all the members will be trained, but at least there will be 1 or 2 members who will be trained in these problem solving techniques, problem solving methods, so that they can work and contribute more effectively in quality improvement activities. Okay, and now what is the purpose of this quality circle? Why are they forming the quality circle in the first place? The purpose is to identify any problems that are coming in the work, and to solve the problems that are coming in the work. Okay, to identify and solve work related problems, so that the quality is improved and the productivity is also improved. Quality circle enables every member to use his hidden talents and his creative skills to perform against the challenging tasks. The quality circle members get the benefit of self-development, then updates and competence against them. Quality circle members work for quality improvement without affecting regular work. You see, these people should be proactive. They say they can't be people. Those people who are lethargic or lazy. They cannot form this kind of quality circles. The people who are coming together should have the inherent desire, the desire within them to excel, to do better than before. You see, that is when these people can come together and form a quality circle, and this quality circle will be a success. Otherwise, you see, it will only be, it will run for a few days and then it will die off. Okay, this creates a feeling of job satisfaction, job security also. You see, it is always better wherever you are working, in whichever capacity you are working. It is better if you love the job, if you like the job that you are doing. You see, you will have the job satisfaction. That job satisfaction is one thing necessary. Many people don't have job satisfaction. That's why this constant work, the work becomes such kind of boring thing for them, and they don't want to go for work. You see, whichever profession you as students, and counseling you, whichever profession you choose, you see, you should like that job. If you fall in love, see, one thing is you can get the job that you want to get, but it is not always possible. In India, we may not have so many opportunities to find the exactly that job which we like. But you see, another thing is what you can do is you can develop a liking for whichever job you have got. You see, many people see, some people say it is all in the mind. If you want, you see, it is like this. You can go for love marriage, or you can go for arranged marriage. You see, the love marriage means you're marrying a person whom you loved. But in India, we don't see love marriages so much. I say the percentage may not be much in India, but you have the other option. You can begin to love the person whom you have married, even if it is arranged marriage. See, even then you can be happy. You see, man should be inherently, there should be a willingness on the part of man to always improve for the better. If you have that willingness, if you have the willingness to change, you'll be happy in life. The job you are doing, you'll be satisfied with your job. See, the person whom you are marrying, you will love that person. You will want to live a happy married life with that person. Okay. Anyway, their successful contribution of these members of the quality circle in the company's goal of quality improvements creates a feeling of pride amongst them. You see, the sense of belongingness, the sense of pride. We are helping to improve the quality. We are helping our company to improve in many ways. Such kind of feelings. These feelings are very essential for job satisfaction. Okay, now let us see about the functioning of quality circle. The procedure of problem solving techniques used for a quality circle is stepwise explained in the following manner. You see, I see here, all these things, the various steps, of problem solving in the quality that is used in the quality circle is shown in bold. You see, first is problem identification. First is, you have to identify the problem. You may be having a number of problems, but you have to identify one problem. And problem selection. You see, when you have a number of problems, several problems, you have to choose that problem first, which is the bottleneck, which is causing more which is causing the major problem as far as the quality is concerned. Okay, so such a thing you have to select, problem selection. Once the problem is selected, you have to analyze the problem. Analyzing the problem is going through the basic problem solving techniques. By going through, you will be able to analyze. Analyze means studying in minute detail about why this problem is coming. Then next step is to generate alternative solution. Actually, this is like a problem solving technique. See, the problem solving, or you can say decision making. Decision making, we use this approach. Say, first you have to identify a thing, you have to select, you have to analyze the problem, you have to generate alternate solutions. You see, if a problem is there, that can be solved in n number of ways, different ways. You have to identify and evaluate those causes. What are the causes? You have to discuss about the problem in the quality circle meeting, and all the people will suggest what are the possible solutions to solve this problem. And then the members will generate number of alternative solutions, uh, uh, because everybody thinks in a different way, they have difference in opinions. Then once you have generated number of alternative solutions, and a number of alternative solutions means what, if you want to go from here to Nasi, you can go different ways. You can take the train, that is one solution. You can go by ST bus, that is another solution. You can engage a car and go, or you can drive your own car and go. You can go by bike. So many solutions are there for the problem of going from Jalgaon to Nasik. You see, like that. See, there are many. Now what you have to do is, next step, fifth step, is to select the most appropriate solution, which is the best fitting thing. So the quality circle members will discuss the pros and cons. See, they will evaluate all the alternatives. That means, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, which solution is having less number of negatives and more number of positives, less number of disadvantages and more number of advantages. You see, and like, which is actually the best suiting, that is what you have to select. Once you have selected the best solution, then the sixth point is, you have to prepare a plan of action. Now, how you are going to you are going to implement this best solution that you have found out, this appropriate solution that you have found out. The members of the quality circle, they will prepare a plan of action to implement that best solution. Then you have to, as a seventh step, you have to submit the solution to the management. And eighth step is to implement this solution. See, this the management will take a decision of implementing. Initially they may implement on a small scale. They call it as a trial run or pilot run or pilot test, like that. If this pilot test or trial test is successful in giving good results, better results than before, then it will be implemented in the full scale. Okay, then now let us see. The same thing is shown in a flowchart here, the functioning of the quality circle. Say we start here with the problems identification. Then once the problem identification, so you can say problems identification, many problems may be there. Then selection of the most severe problem as the first step. Then after the first thing is solved, you can take the next severe problem, like that. Okay, so first they concentrate upon the most severe problem, then they generate alternate solutions for it, then they choose the best alternative solution, and then they prepare a plan of action. That means what to do first, what to do next, and how they are going to implement, and all those things they will check out. And then they submit the solution to the management. You see, once they have prepared the plan of action, they submit to the management, and then finally the management will take a decision about the implementing of the solution. Okay, now objectives of quality circle. You see, actually, most of these things may be repeated like this, but say in your exams they will be asking, as these headings are here. So that's why some of the things, it may appear that we are repeating again, but anyway, let us see what are the objectives of quality circle. Let's see. The first one is to improve the quality, to improve the productivity, and to contribute for the development of the company. Second is to identify and solve work-related problems. See, as we have seen, it is not our own personal or domestic problems, but it is the work-related problems for which we come together. Actually, this quality circle, even some of the students come together and they form quality circle. or you can say student circle, and you see you can 4 or 5 people come together and study, and you see so many duplications and other things can be avoided, and gathering of the information, gathering of the notes and other things, you see those things can be shared and other things, you see. That way, even quality circle among students is possible. You can do it if some of the people come together. And the third objective is to reduce the cost of products or services by reduction of waste, effective utilization of resources, avoiding unnecessary errors, defects, and everything. Yeah. Then the fourth one is to develop and utilize the tremendous potential of the workers. Actually, some of the people will be tremendously, having the potential. And you see, they'll be stuck up in some job. They'll not be able to use that potential. Okay, but others may not be having so much of potential. Others may not be so good at identifying the problems and solving the problems and other things, but some people will be there. You see, such tremendously potential people, workers, you can utilize their potential, and you can even develop them further. You see, for that quality circles will help. And to tap creative intelligence of employees working in the organization, and to make full use of the available and existing human resources. And sixth is to authorize and allow the employees to develop and use greater amount of knowledge and skill. You see, it is not. You see, if you're joining a quality circle, and if you're also giving suggestions, and those suggestions are implemented by the management, you see how proud a person will feel. A worker till now only is receiving orders from the supervisors and the managers, and he is doing the work. But now, because he's part of the quality circle and he gave one suggestion, and that suggestion became successful, and the whole plant and even the plants in other parts of the country also are using that. You see, how much proud that person will feel, that worker will feel. You see, it will motivate them, to motivate them, and it will make them to accept a wider range of challenges. Okay, and then to have proper communication in the organization. These are all some as a corollaries. These are not the main things. Okay, to create job satisfaction amongst the workers, to create loyalty and commitment of the employees towards their organization and its desired achievements, and to satisfy human needs of recognition, achievement, and self-development. This is one of the things. Actually, initially man wants to work because he wants to earn money, so that he can support his family. You see, that is the basic need. Once that thing, he is able to satisfy his need on a regular basis. That means he's not starving, or even his his family, his children and other things, they're all their needs are well taken care of, because he's earning so much money. Then afterwards he further he goes towards the need for recognition. The work that I'm doing, others also should appreciate. Actually in management you must have studied this Maslow's hierarchy of human needs. Okay, that is a very good thing. A manager should study when if he really wants to motivate his workers. Then let us see the limitations of the quality circle. Actually, for anything you take, there will be some advantages, disadvantages. Now, what are the limitations that are coming for the quality circle? See, employees working on a quality circle sometimes, because actually they have other major responsibility in any division or in any shop that he's working. That worker, if he has to pay attention to quality circle, sometimes they will have to abandon the regular work, to attend to the quality circle. You see, that is, sometimes it may happen. Okay, and they may have to organize themselves and taking trainings, and because of this, some man-hours may be wasted. So some man-hours may be wasted. Okay, that is one disadvantage. The second is time and money are required for implementing any new concept. You see, if even these people are coming together and if the management says, oh, we don't have money, we cannot spend, so then it is like like pouring water upon all their efforts. Like, okay, then sometimes over expectations of employees. Sometimes people who are joining may come with great expectation. Yeah, we are coming together, we will achieve great thing, and they are not able to do it. It may lead to disappointment. Then some employees may show non-willingness and may not cooperate with the other members of the quality circle. That is, that this will be always be there. Some people, that's why it should be voluntary. Only those people who are willingly coming forward to join. It should not be by compulsion. Then you can avoid some of these people who are not willing. Then changes in existing system with appropriate control is required. Yeah, definitely. If you are suggesting some thing for which some system changes are required, you have to do that. Okay, that here we are seeing it as a limitation, but if it is if it is improving the things, it may be even an advantage. Okay, then resistance and non-cooperation of some employees. If any changes you are suggesting, as a quality circle member, you are suggesting, other people who are not members of the quality circle, they may resist. Actually, man is always, resistant to change. He wants to adapt the old methods always. The old things he doesn't want to leave. You see, those people who are always willing to change, they will make great progress. You see, we should always be willing to accept the change. If it is going to improve me in any way, oh, let me accept. If you have such kind of attitude, you see, you will not you see, you will not suffer later. Otherwise, some people, you see, actually when we started, when we came out of college, so at that time, computers and other things were not there. But those people, even after joining, those who took some trainings and who started using the computers, those people are much happier and much are able to do work than those people who didn't want to learn at all. No, that is not for us, we cannot learn. You see, those people, they are constantly seeking, they have to seek the help of others, and for everything they have to depend upon others, because nowadays without computers we're not able to do anything. Okay, anyway, now let us see the factors leading to failure of the quality circle. Okay, lack of interest and a lack of support from the management. Lack of interest and support from the management. Some members may not contribute to activities quality circle, and they may remain absent for number of the meetings is the quality control members periodically conduct. Okay, improper selection of the team members. Just because somebody is your friend, you should not take it as. You should see whether that fellow is having that that zeal in him, that interest in him. Then only you should make him a member. The leader facilitator chosen may not have the leadership qualities. He may be lacking the leadership qualities. So that means appointing such a person itself is a wrong decision, wrong idea. Okay, some members of the employees union, sometimes these unions will also create problems. That may be one factor which leads to failure of the quality circle. Then lack of training to members. Sometimes you see, unless you train the people, they'll not be able to learn these problem solving techniques and other things. Then lack of sufficient awareness and knowledge amongst the workers, for which again the training and such things are necessary. and bad practices of politics in the organization. These are all the factors which lead to the failure of the quality circles. Okay, now we have finished quality circle. Now let us come to the next topic, that is quality control tools. We'll see different types of quality controls tools which are useful in identifying the problems of the quality and to establish the the right measures and the improvements in the quality. You see, now here there is a list of 7 such tools. These tools we will study one by one. The first one is a scatter diagram, second is check sheets, third is graphs and charts, fourth is histograms, fifth is Pareto diagram, sixth cause and effect diagram, and seventh is control charts. Now let us see one by one. First, let us start with this scatter diagram. Now scatter diagram, you see it is like this. An example is given. You see here there is a plot in which is plotted temperature versus reliability of the product. Say the temperature is taken on the x-axis, or which is called abscissa, and y-axis reliability of the product, which is the ordinate. Okay, now when you are taking different readings, then see, suppose at what temperature what reliability you are getting. You see, at different temperatures different reliabilities are getting, and you get those dots that are shown in this graph. And after all these dots, actually there won't be exactly line or something one, but you by looking at that, you will see that there is some pattern. You see, a line or a sort of line can be drawn from there. This shows how the pattern is. See, one quantity is plotted on the x-axis, and the other is plotted on the y-axis, and like a temperature versus elongation, porosity versus insulation, etc. So such things can be plotted on these scatter diagrams. See, and the method of use, it is used to collect paired set of data on causes and effects. You see, if you are increasing the temperature, then the reliability is falling. If you are using at lower temperature, then the reliability of the product is increasing. You see, that's how what happens when one parameter is changed, how the other parameter is affected. You'll be able to know by these scatter diagrams. So you will find out the correlation between these two paired data. Okay, 2 pairs of data, I can say. Okay, it must be used for sufficient, but it should be used for sufficiently large data points or data set, you can say. Is at least here they're saying more than 40 readings. If you are there, you can use, or if you are having hundreds, it's fine, you can use. But for a few numbers we cannot use this scatter diagram. So you will know, you see, the dependency of one parameter upon another, how it changes with respect to that parameter. Okay, now the second tool here is the check sheets. Check sheets are the forms specially prepared to enable data to be collected simply by making check marks. See, you remember when we started learning statistics, you see, this is how we were noting the times something occurs, or we can say the frequency of a certain thing happening. Okay, the method of use is, it is used for tallying the occurrences of the defects, how many times a defect, one particular defect. You see here, you can say, you see, A type of defect, B type of defect, C type, D type, E type of defects, or it can be the causes. whatever defect or what causes are causing the defects, like that. You can count them. You see this thing, see if it is 4, you draw 4 parallel lines like this, and the fifth one you cut across. So like if you take this unit, it is a 5, this is 10, and this is 13, this is 13, this is 7, like that it goes. Okay, and check sheets are to be designed only when full clarity about the objective is known, and check sheets simplifies the data collection or analysis, and it is helpful in spotting the problem areas by frequency. But the more frequency something is there. In this case, if you see, this E has 5, 10, 20, 23 occurrences, where C has 22 occurrences, and like that. These are the two things where you have to pay attention. C and E, other things are not so much, not so frequently occurring. Okay, like that. The check sheets are used. Then next, graphs and charts. These are also tools for quality control. Graphs and charts, some of the things you may be already using. Even in your studies also, you may be using. Graphs and charts are the diagrams for plotting data and showing statistical breakdown with the relationship between different quantities. You see, these are used for organized set of observations. There can be line graphs, there can be bar graphs, there can be these dot or like scattered graphs, and pie graphs or pie charts, you can say. You see, line graphs, scatter graphs, these or dot graphs. These can be how the trend is. How the trend is. You can get an idea with these kind of graphs. And this bar graph, and pie chart, these may be used for comparing the quantities and their relative merits, demerits, like that. Okay, then next is the histogram. Now histogram, this in your schools you may have studied histogram. You see, okay, histograms are also known as histogram is also known as frequency histogram or frequency distribution diagram. Histogram is prepared by dividing the data range into subgroups and counting the number of points each subgroup. You can say okay, 0 to 10 one group, or you can say one class, you can say sometimes. Okay, 0 to 10 one group, 10 to 20 another group, 20 to 30 another group, like that. So many groups, or subgroups you can form, and then you can see how many things are falling from 0 to 10 subgroup, and how many occurrences are there in the subgroup 10 to 20, like that, the number of occurrences. And you will, that means you will note the frequency, and then you plot the histogram. The greater the frequency, the more height will be there for that class. Okay, when there is a large variation in the obtained data, then the data may be grouped into cells. Okay, in the graph, the sides of column represent the upper and lower boundaries of the subgroup or the class. Okay, and their heights, they show the occurrences, the frequencies of occurrences. Okay, when you're drawing a histogram, what we normally assume is that the frequency is shown in the middle. It happens in the middle. That means if something is between the classes 20 to 30, we will show the dot or point at 25. So that will be the midpoint. Okay, So and that means the center value, okay, or the mid value, we will show it. Okay, simple construction and inspection of histograms makes it an effective tool. It immediately shows. You see, with such graphs you will see in cricket scores. Those are the frequency distribution diagrams or the histograms. So, and we'll immediately know, which over our batsman took more runs. Immediately, they'll say in the power play they have taken so much, and or in the what we can say, the death overs they scored so much. Like that. Okay. Anyway, so a random sample is taken from the lot. Normally, there may be number of a heap of things, products or workpieces. From that you take a random sample and you take the measurements to get the quality characteristic. So now how we are going to use method of use is separate histograms may be plotted for different resources like machines separately, men separately, material separately, etc. These may be examined to understand the relationship between shapes of distribution and specifications. This requires a reasonably large data setup for plotting. See, like this scatter diagram, we say it should be more than 40 or something occurrences should be there. The data points per data set is there, then only you can use. Similarly, histogram also it requires it requires a large data set for this. Okay, then next is Pareto diagram. Here a Pareto diagram is, here definition is given. You see, you may be hearing this word Pareto diagram for the first time. Okay, anyway, let us define it. Pareto diagram is a diagram on which undesirable events or costs associated with items such as quality or productivity or cost or safety, etc., are arranged according to their causes or actions or events. You see here, if you see this Pareto diagram, see on the x-axis you have this you're having the causes, different causes. On the y-axis you are seeing the percentage of problems attribution to each incident or cumulative percentage. Okay, percentage of problems, you can see here. You see there is one cause 1, that means why some defect is why the quality is poor, you can say. This may be the problem, okay, on the y-axis. You see, what is the cause? First cause 1 is contributing to 50% of the problems in quality. Okay, it can be like our machines are poor, our raw material is not good. So that may be cause, that may be the causing 50%. That means what is it? Because on the y-axis you are having percentage of problems. See, all these put together should add up to 100. Okay, this is 50, means all the other things should be added up to 100, like that. Say first cause is 50% of the problems it is creating, second cause is only creating 20%. See, like that, the most the thing which is the causing more problems is plotted first, like. Okay, so then it is plotted, all this Pareto diagram is plotted in order of importance. That means the first cause, next cause, like this. You can see this is going on reducing. Okay, and then you can plot this cumulative percentage in this way. Okay, when you plot, add those things together. See, first one is up to 50, so we have up to 50. This from 0 it is gone to 50, and then this is an adding 20 means, you know, it should go up to 70. See, if you join like this, it is 70. This point is 70, and this may be another 10 means this may be 80. Where is 80? It should have been like this. Okay, some mistake here. Okay, here they are showing 40%, 40%, 80%. Okay, like that, you know. Anyway, finally it will go and you know, meet 100. Okay, it will become 100%. Okay, see, methods of use. This illustrates the most serious causes of quality failures amongst the large number of causes. Relative proportion of these causes is also known. Okay, I think we will stop here. Though there are some more tools, we can see it in the next lecture. Okay, with this we stop. Okay, thank you.